to be truly alive. To be truly alive, for me, means to feel everything, to allow myself to feel everything, whether it's pain, it's anger, it's hurt, it's happiness, it's joy, it's any sort of satisfaction, is to allow myself to be truly alive and conscious in those moments, no matter what the moments are. It's to not like, it's not to try to run away from those feelings, maybe as a woman, or as a person, a human being that like believes in God, the creator of the universe, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. It's not for me to deprive myself of like any like feelings, but to also understand that God has a plan for me, no matter what it is that like I'm going through, no matter what it is that I am feeling, that God doesn't love me any less, that it doesn't make me less of his child. The way that I've always looked at my relationship with God is in the same way that I look at my relationship with my earthly father and like my parents, but especially my father. My father was a very strict man, but he was a very loving man, and open and kind and honest. And we had a quite an open relationship, where I could tell him if I thought he was being too strict, or if maybe I just didn't believe in like the way that he was handling something. I'd be like, well, actually I wouldn't do it like that. Actually, I don't agree with you there. And sometimes you'd have a go at it, but at the end of the day, and sometimes I'd be bummed and I'd walk away, and then I'd be upset. I'm like, I can't believe that man spoke to me like that. But he'll come back to me like nothing actually happened. You know, like he didn't hold grudges. Oh gosh. My dad didn't hold grudges. He was the type of man, like, if you stepped on him, be like, yo, dude, you're stepping on me, and you turn around and you're like, oh, shit, sorry. And it's like, no, it's okay. Like, I just wanted you to know, you know? Because one thing I've learned is like, you have no right to be like upset with the person, or to hold like a grudge over a person, if you've never actually told them like what it is that you don't like, that they keep doing, that like upsets you so much, because it doesn't give them an opportunity to change or want to change. And it's the same with like a relationship with the Father, you know? It has to come from you. That's how conviction works. It has to come from a place of I actually want to be better, if it's better that you wanting to become, whatever better is, honestly. It has to come from you. It can't come from a place of like, the church say this is the way that like I should do things, so this is the way I'm gonna do it, or my family like believe in this or don't believe in this, so that's why I'm doing it. It has to come from you, otherwise it means nothing. If it comes from a place of guilt and shame, that's not of God. It's not of God. And that's one thing like I always like pray for, is just like for true revelation, man, for our eyes to actually be open, for us to actually see. Because that's when you get to a place of knowing exactly who God says you are. The world can tell you who you are. The church can tell you who you are. Your friends, your family. But only you know, really, if you sit down, or you don't have to sit down, but if you dig deep, you will find out like what God says about you. And I promise you, it's all good, it's all beautiful. It's the opposite of what the world and the devil always tell you. Like, if you think you're unworthy, it's the opposite. Anything that is bad that you think you are, or the world tell you that you are, that is a lie. is a lie. It's a lie, because God only speaks truth.